We departed Madana after lunch and moved around to the eastern end of Changi Airport where you can anchor and clear into Singapore. The plan was to clear into Singapore and then during the night when the thunderstorms and storms around that area are quietest to move around the 50 nautical miles around the bottom of Singapore to Raffles Marina. Down the bottom and then up here into Raffles. We ended up having a really nice trip around the bottom of Singapore, arriving at Raffles Marina around about 3 a.m, just before a Sumatra storm was about to hit. We pulled into the marina, tied up securely, and about 20 minutes later we had 30 to 40 knots blowing over the boat and through the marina. At Raffles Marina we were going to remove the halyards and sails, wind instruments, prodder, and finally the mast we were going to lower and put on her deck before we motored her around and put her on the ship. It was a pretty hectic last week in Raffles, removing all the bits required to get Spirit ready for the ship. Once we dropped the mast and we had the mast down on deck and lashed to the boat, the following day it was up early and motoring around to the ship. It was around about 10 nautical miles around to the harbour where the ship was, and we had to have a pilot on board to take us into the commercial area of Singapore's harbour. Once at the ship, we stood by until the ship was ready to load us with their crane. The large container ship that was taking Spirit back to the States was over 340 metres in length. The dock gantry leaned out over the water and picked up Spirit like a little toy, and then lowered her deep into the hull where she was covered with containers. It was quite a weird and surreal sensation seeing Spirit loaded onto a ship. We'd never had her picked up like this before, and everywhere that we'd taken her we'd sailed her on her own bottom. The new owner though was pretty keen and eager to get Spirit back to the States, and this was definitely the fastest and safest method for her to get there. We were sad to see her go, but at the same time it was exciting and it was the opening of a new chapter for us.